Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of our podcast series. I am Anu Chakravarti with the Global Center for Youth Futures based in Atlanta. I'm also often referred to as Professor C, particularly by my students over the years. I want to welcome our guest today. Ullah is speaking with us from Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh. Cox's Bazar is the world's largest refugee camp. He arrived there in 2017 to escape the attacks and the destruction of Rohingya towns and villages by the Myanmar military forces. The military has claimed it was targeting only Rohingya rebels, but it is well documented that the attacks against unarmed Rohingya civilians, children included, have been excessive and systematic, prompting the International Court of Justice in 2020 to warn the democratically elected government of that time to protect the population from genocide. A military coup followed in 2021, and the destruction of Rohingya lives and property and the forced expulsions continued, with the military also engaged in battles against various other ethnic armed groups. Rohingya refugees have remained in limbo. Ullah, you were 13 years old when you arrived in the refugee camp in 2017. And even though it is hard to make plans for the future in a refugee camp, and I remember you told me this in our first conversation, and your generation has been called by some observers as the lost generation, because you have lost access to books, to anything by way of meaningful higher education, basic necessities in the camp. But you have taken the initiative to pursue various opportunities for higher education, including online programs and internships offered by programs abroad. You have also founded the Next Generation Rohingya Network to organize young refugees' work to find their place in the world. So I thank you so much today for your willingness to share both the difficult and the inspirational parts of your journey with us today. Shall we start with how things were back home and the events that led to your arrival in the refugee camp?
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to express my gratitude for inviting me for the podcast of yours at the Global Center for Youth Future. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, for me, my name is Ullah. Basically, I'm from Myanmar, grew up in Rakhine State, which is based in the northern side of Myanmar. So there was, I was grown up in a peaceful village, but I have to face systematic genocide and also which is called discrimination, like lack of formal education and restriction on movement, and also limited access to opportunity, even higher education, even also like high school, not even to allow to go to university and college. But for me, I was too young there while I was there. Also, I didn't have such much many knowledge on it, on this political issue and others else. But unfortunately, as all the people in the world know that on 25th of August 2017, we had to flee the nation because of the military, the Myanmar military started the massacre and the killing and the burning our villages and escaping this. So for that reason, we have no option to stay there. We seek refuge at the neighboring country, Bangladesh, coming here. On this day, on 25th of August 2017, we reached all over 1 million people reached in Bangladesh, Cox's Bazar refugee camp. This was how it's gone in Myanmar, actually, while I was there.
I remember in our conversation, the last time we talked, you said the thing you miss the most, or one of the things that you miss the most, is your bike. Because back then, at the time that you had to flee persecution and attacks, one of your most prized possessions was your bicycle.
Yeah, it was my bicycle, which was gifted by my father. So it is just like I bought this. I mean, my father gave me it about 6 months. I have to leave it after 6 months. So there is no option to bring it
Okay.
here because we have to cross a lot of mountain and also far away through by walking. So this was the challenge. I miss a lot. That's my bicycle.
Can you tell us a little bit, Ataullah, about what conditions are like in the camp?
Yeah, the condition in the camp is, I can say, it's struggling, daily struggling. For example, inadequate housing. For example, there overcrowded area. There is no an open space to even play, and also a struggle also with even food. Many people for example, the huge family members who have been 10 to 12, and so they're only getting per person $11 or $10 per month. This is not enough, and also there is no employment opportunity for those who are uneducated, especially. And also barrier for movement, I can say, you cannot go anywhere in Bangladesh if you will to go. There is some movement restriction from government side, I think. And also, people are not getting proper also healthcare is something. Yeah, this is the best thing. Everything remain uncertain. Nobody knows what happened tomorrow. So everyone's trying to take care of themselves, and also I can say one of the things is educational barrier for the youths in our refugee camps, so they cannot access higher education here, and also even the primary education they are they're taking is not qualified enough, as I said at the last conversation with you before. So this is what something. Remind this current situation is daily struggling to get something and also to stay survive here. Overcrowded people, many people are living in a single place, like many people in the world in camp. They can't even like for the moment, whatever you will get it from the camp, from the host, you will see many people are during the summer. You can see many people are without any. There is no any tree. For example, for green in nature for survival.
Right.
Yeah, there is something happening, impacting a lot on this type of situation.
Okay, so there's overcrowding. There are
Yes.
no open spaces.
Yes.
Access to education is severely limited.
Yes.
The amount of money you are allocated for food is not enough per person per month.
Yeah.
What is the mood of young people, Ataullah, in the camp?
Yeah, I can say the mood of young people, I can say it's changing. For example, because the time when they don't have any kind of opportunity, they can see nothing. For example, they're just spending time by sitting and so wasting time in by doing nothing, I can say, because the mood of them become I can say that people youths are becoming separated. For example, some youths are trying to go to some other country, for example, by going in asylum way, for example, by going through boots to Malaysia, especially they are going because they cannot control. They are not. They don't feel comfortable to stay here in the camp. Some are sitting, and those who have some kind of knowledge, some kind of very basic educational experience. They are doing jobs, and some are doing daily labor works. So this is what they're doing. Their moods. It's not everything. Every minute is changing their minds and their mindset. Everything is changing day by day. There's not a specific.
Yeah.
There is not a specific mood for them. They can control themselves.
Right. It keeps shifting and changing.
Yes.
The young folks who are getting on boats to go to Malaysia, what are they hoping for to make that journey, to take those risks, to leave their families behind and go to yet another country?
Yeah, the main reason is, for example, some refugees, some Rohingya refugees also living in Malaysia. Some people have their relatives there. By seeing that them in Malaysia, they are getting some more access rather than Bangladesh. They are saying by saying this, they go to through illegal way, through boats or ships. They are going to Malaysia. That's what they are doing. For the opportunity, they are going the most reason I can say.
I see. And you said that there are some young people who are doing jobs in the camp. What kind of jobs are they?
Yes, there are some people there are some people in the camp also like this kind of situation I can say.
But what kind of jobs are they engaged in? You said
Yeah,
some
they're
people are engaged
yeah.
in jobs.
Yeah, they're engaged with like end-use job. For example, UNICEF are also doing some kind of providing some employment opportunity, and also IOM and many international organization and INGOs are providing such kind of things. They're doing such kind of jobs there.
Or they're providing some basic employment opportunities to young people.
Yes.
Okay. But I would imagine it is nowhere near the number of jobs that are being supplied. Those opportunities are nowhere near the number of young people who need jobs. And are those skilled jobs or are those mostly unskilled jobs?
Yeah, there are some jobs it's mostly depend on their qualification, and so the jobs provided by the NGOs, and it's depending on the personal qualification, and also many people are not getting such kind of opportunity because of we can say we are uneducated. For most of the people, they're not getting such kind. They're not being able to access such kind of opportunity from them.
Right. I see. I remember you telling me that you are a curious person, and that line stuck with me. Tell us a little bit, Ataullah, about why curiosity matters. Do you think it is your secret superpower that you have been able to pursue opportunities or look for opportunities and fend for yourself and try to help others? Do you think your curiosity has helped you along?
Yeah, my curiosity has helped me a lot, I can say, because without being any curious, I can never be here today. I'm saying because if I didn't have any curiosity, then I cannot I'm not being able to to access any kind of online resources, and also many type of for example what I'm learning, and so taking some courses from international university through online, and also my work in the refugee camp is also amazing, I can say, because this curiosity helps me. I want to adopt some such kind of curiosity in the people of them. So with that curiosity, I think no one can achieve their goal for the further improvement in their academic journey and professional journey. So this has shaped. Curiosity has shaped me a lot. For example, being I can say I am in a situation, in a country, in a place where every resources are limited, and also every opportunity are restricted.
Right.
So although I cannot, I started my journey on this side. Not being, and also not taking anything like seriously, taking risks most especially is help me. Curiosity, when you have such kind of curiosity, then it will not give you like a space to sleep. For example, I remember one course is for if you have a will, if you're learning, if you're interested learning, nobody can stop you. If you are, for example, I can say, if you are willing to learn, nobody can stop you. If you are not willing to learn, nobody can help you. This is the main thing I can consider this one.
Yeah.
So this is key to help me.
Right. How did you find out about these online programs that were being offered by universities abroad? How did you find these opportunities?
Yeah, mostly it was 2022. It was 2020. I started my online career. I can say, type in mobile phone. I started. I'm connected with the digital device and technology. Well, I bought this mobile phone. I'm interested myself. How I can use this mobile phone to promote and also to learn something from the online. I started also, and also one of my teacher who is living here, he also helps me. He guided me how to access some online resources through online. Being in the refugee camp, if you have internet, then he always encouraged me that if you have internet, then you can have the world with you. That's something helped me to find such a kind of opportunity. When I started the journey, then it became a lot.
So right now you've completed school and you're pursuing other courses online. Is that where you are in your educational journey?
Yeah, for me, my education journey is recently, as I said, last year, 2024, 28th of October, I have completed REAP journey in Refugee Higher Education Access Program. So after this, I'm taking some two online courses right now, and also doing a part-time jobs and nothing else I'm doing. Just trying to have some higher education in the next.
Right. But you took the initiative recently to found the Next Generation Youth Network, Rohingya Youth Network. So how did that idea come about while you are pursuing your studies, and how did you go about building the network? Tell us a little bit about, the origins of the idea and the process of building a group of young people united around that idea.
Yeah, for me, this was an idea it's recent. Suddenly came to my mind last year. I can see that many youth. I said to you in the last previous conversation, many youth, more than 1 lakh or many thousands of youth are spending their time with any visa. So I think myself, if I can do, for example, me personally, I'm learning something through online and also taking some courses. So that why not I can be I can be someone who can help them also to be like me. For example, to bring them onto the stage. To be heard. Although having in a restricted, and also in a situation where everything is restricted, or every opportunity is restricted, you have nowhere to go. So that I'm thinking, I was just wondering, how can I how can I encourage them, how can I motivate them through such a kind of work, through online, like digital literacy. And also, this is, for me, I said here recently, digital literacy helps me a lot to find such kind of opportunity, like that's the kind of thing. So I'm also curious to build such kind of a skill onto the youth of our community. That's why this helped
Right.
me to build such thing.
How does the average young person spend his or her time? Do they have access? Is access to a mobile phone a pretty common thing in the camp?
Yeah, it is. It was challenging while we reached here in Bangladesh. It's about 7 years ago. But now, day by day, as the world is digitalizing, people are having a mobile phone. So from according to the last, about two days ago, I read an article about this kind of data. About 300,000 people are using mobile phone within the refugee camp,
I,
about 1 million. So this would help me, it's obvious to access a mobile phone, but
right.
but sometimes internet can be an issue, but it is accessible by going to different places, like
Right.
Tunamike.
I see. But while you can access internet now and then, here and there, you have to find the right place and the right time to access the internet. But your frustration or your feeling was that young people were using their mobile phones they were mostly spending their time on social media, and for entertainment purposes, rather than using the device for any constructive purpose to find a way to advance their skills or knowledge base. Am I correct?
Yes.
Have
Yes.
I understood that correctly? And so then how did you go about telling people, spreading the idea around and motivating people to kind of get into this network with you?
Yeah, first of all, I started those with my friend, for example, who really believe me, and like,
Mm-hmm.
and also most of my colleagues and also friends help me to spread such this kind of this idea, and also by saying it, I can say we were going through a network. For example, if I found someone, for example, I have I mean 10 friends or 20 friends, and connected them, and also they are searching other member from the community, and
Right.
also those they are searching from others one from the community. This
Right.
way we spread such a kind of like spreading this idea, and also so that, for example, I mean, I can say the idea of our is like cost effective. I mean, anyone no need to pay for taking a workshop every. I mean, we conduct a weekly workshop in every
Mm-hmm.
Friday morning. We conduct workshop, so at this time they can easily attend through their phones. It's obvious for them. Also, they cannot come to there physically to attend anything. So this is accessible for them.
It
Yeah.
makes it convenient. But what kind of workshops do you offer on Thursday or on Fridays?
Yeah, mostly we have three broad
Mm-hmm.
topics. One is digital literacy, I said.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is leadership, and the third one is educational resources. And for example, like how to access and how to navigate the educational resources from different platforms. This way, we were guided.
Tell us a little bit about that. How do you mean how to navigate and access digital resources? What
From
does
the,
that exactly?
I mean, digital resources or like digital literacy.
Mm-hmm. So finding their way around a computer, for example. I mean, learning how to log into a Zoom call
Oh, for
or
example,
learning how to sign into an online
yeah,
call,
yeah,
register
yeah,
for an online course. Is that
yeah.
the kind of?
Yeah, got it. First of all, we select some topics on digital literacy, I mean the subtopics on this. So
Mm-hmm.
based on this, we hire, and also, for example, most of my friends are expert on such a kind of work. So
Mm-hmm.
we give them a topic to create a presentation. Like they create presentation. I mean they research on it. I mean
Okay.
how to access such kind of thing, and also how to sign in such situation, how to sign up
Right.
on the platform, how to access such kind of resource from those app, this app. On this, we first prepared our team. Then on the we have the schedule. I mean how we'll present in which day. So every Friday we conduct the workshop. Mostly I also contribute on conducting workshop.
Right.
So yeah, guiding them like how to access on this. Yeah, first of all preparation. Then on the day of workshop, they
Yeah.
mostly they illustrate, and also practically through the screen sharing option, they show everything practically so that they can make it fine easily to navigate.
I see. How many members does the network have, Atullah, at this time?
Yeah, at this time in our group, there are about 160 members.
160. And how many people on average show up for these or sign in, log into these online meetings?
Yeah, mostly every time it's depend on some situation. We divided some parties. For example, those camp will join on this day. For example, they divided the many camps. So we said like camp 3 and 4 will be joining this Friday, and those will be joining this
Oh, I
Friday.
see. Mhm.
Yeah, mostly they attend about 60 students out of 150.
Right. So
160.
what is the big sort of vision for that you have for young people in the
What is
camp?
what is the big?
Vision, the big picture, the big
Yeah.
aspiration.
Okay, I want to see that my community and also the people, the youths in my community will be like the same, like the others country, so that they can conquer the world. For example, I mean, they don't need to stay here, so that they can also be someone who can access everything. I mean, like the right of this planet. I mean, they can be the person. Like for example, in America, in others country,
Mm-hmm.
the youths are in the power. use the
Yeah.
power of the community. So
Yes.
why not we can be at this kind of situation? So I want to see my community is also be like them in the future. That's what I want to say.
And when you talk about these very important things so eloquently, so passionately, how do you find your peers responding? Are you able to motivate them? Do they respond in a positive, enthusiastic way, or are they mostly, they are participating in events, but they are not terribly motivated or enthusiastic about their own prospects?
Yeah, regarding it's quite challenging because sometimes people's minds are different. It's hard like to convince everyone, but not everyone, but everyone like most of them are curious on this mission to contribute them. Sometimes it's okay, like keeping in touch with team and so motivating them. It's also one of the key to keep track of them.
Ataullah, that brings me sort of to my question about leadership. You are a leader. Do you think of yourself as a leader? What do you think leadership is in your view? And perhaps what are some of the difficulties you face as you try to lead?
Yeah, for me, I didn't consider to be a leader because, according to my perspective, leader is the one, who don't order. For example, I can say many people, many leaders order. Not lead. Leader should be the role model for his team. For example, he have to act fast. Then his team will be his follower. For example, leadership doesn't mean that like taking the position like ordering others, but leadership really and a true leader will work sincerely and also motivate the community and also represent the true reality what's happening in the camp. This is what I can say. Being a true leader. I know there can be a challenging sector. Every challenge. For me in the camp, also many kind of challenges should encounter every time. But you have to make like a strong decision on such kind of situation. For example, if any challenges come, like you have to coordinate on it. For example, why it's coming here and like hard work matter. Sometimes yes, challenging come. Many challenges come, but we have to be ready to overcome such kind of challenges.
That's right. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but can you think of an incident or an event where you were faced with such a challenge and you had to problem solve or lead your way through the... Set an example for your network in terms of problem solving and staying calm and thinking through options.
Yeah, sometimes in our community, my network is not the only one. So there are many like initiatives. One day, one of the like any CBO community-based organization contacted me, and so my teams saying some negative side, like saying, you're doing something like which is not relevant to like I can say. They're saying something. You're doing something like doing such kind of way going against like this. People are becoming addicted with mobile phone.
Right.
Yeah, they're saying something like you're saying to navigate everything from mobile phone. Mobile
Right.
phone people are becoming
Oh,
addicted with mobile. So that's what they say something, but you have to like make them understand. I know some people.
How do you convince people that that the mobile phone can be a useful resource and it can actually help the young people?
Yeah, at this situation, like I have to give some example. Real world example. Like there can be many benefits rather than not having a benefit wasting time. I have to show show them many kind of resources and also helps to them. How can be a mobile phone be a useful tool for them?
That's right. What are some of the things that you feel young people need? Some concrete things that young people need so that their chances of realistically accessing a better future is improved?
Yeah, I think many youths in our community I think needs is in higher education first, and also opportunity to express their feeling. I know many Rohingya people in our youth are more potential and change maker. I mean, with the opportunity, they are staying back. I think this will help them. This will mostly help them opportunity and resources will mostly needs like helps them to grow in the future.
But besides an education, what other things do you think besides an education? Because I understand that there's just simply not enough of a supply of it, and you are trying to navigate that situation by opening up the online, the mobile phone pathway to access the world outside, to take online classes, as many as you can, and to learn something new. What else do you think young people need?
I think, as I said last year, last conversation also about like vocational training also will be one of the best thing, and also courses. The thing, for example, I can say, I mean, employment opportunities also one of the things they may need uh, to change their mood, mean to be like in a mood where they can feel free, and also say something to them. In this kind of thing, and also we can say many opportunity for them. I think would be the most important thing.
You talked about young people needing to express themselves. What did you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I know many change maker, many youths are willing to, willing to be the one who can make a change, who bring try to change her, and to show their talent, but they're not being able like opportunity. That's what I'm telling. So any sector, I know many youths from our community can be the leader, and also be any person in the world, so that they can, will be like they can be computer IT specialist, and also civil engineer, and the doctor, great doctor they can be, but they cannot here. I mean, lack of opportunity. This is what it's.
That's right. And you do not have Rohingya refugees have not been given papers to that would allow them to move around. Is that right? Outside of the camp?
Yes.
So assuming that such training just does become available, the lack of mobility opportunities will become a constraint once again.
Yes.
What is next for you, Ataullah? What do you see happening in the next 1 or 2 years, the next 5 years? And I understand what you say when you told me that it's hard to plan for the future. But what are the things that you feel that you would like to have happen?
Yeah, for me, I personally like my ambition to be like and to be a leader, and also be to study higher education by going to abroad. Like I'm interested in international relation and political science. I want to do major, doing like a bachelor and master on this area, and also even to do a PhD. So I have the plans, but in the next 2-3 years, I hope I can achieve anything. Most of them, I can grab some of the opportunity, but I'm very optimistic that I can grab an opportunity through any way. For example, getting some help from from the people on the wall, and also myself, I'm also trying. And so like yesterday, one of the visitor came to ours and also tell us, you people, you refugee people have plan. First plan, then everything will happen gradually. You need to
Right.
plan it.
You need a plan. Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Ataullah, although a podcast only gives us so much time to talk, I want to say that we will be tracking your hard work. We will be cheering you on as you build your future and that of your community. Please tell your co-workers, your co-founders, your colleagues, and the young people in your community that we are inspired by the courage they are showing and the good work they are doing against all odds. To our audience that is watching or listening, is there something that you want to say to them, Ataullah?
Ah, I
If you want to speak directly to them, what is it that you might want to say?
I want to say one thing that's about we in community, we our marginalized community, refugee peoples, other change maker. I mean, they're not victims; they're just hunger of opportunity. If they get any kind of resource, they can do anything what they want. So I will say every day, and so try to help them reassure to them so that they can have the access for any opportunity, for example, for higher education or anything else, so that they can reach their potential. The only thing they need is higher education and also resources for their improvement, not the things which is lasting shortly. So they need the long-term process thing, which will be impactful for their whole life, not like for 2, 3, 4 months. So I will tell the audience, all the audience. So we need the opportunity, not sympathy. Stand with us, with our journey for dignity and education and better future. So this is what I will be selling to the audience. If there is any opportunity, feel free to advocate and reach it to us and give us.
Ataullah, we will provide your contact information when the podcast becomes available. But does the Next Generation Rohingya Youth Network have a website?
No, we don't have WordPress yet, but trying on it maybe. But we have any other contact, contact information on it.
And you give me your permission to make your contact information accessible.
Yeah, sure. It will be okay for me.
I will do that. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for supporting the work of the Global Center for Youth Futures. Thank you, Ataullah, for sharing your time with us. And I look forward to joining everyone for our second episode. Until then, bye-bye.